Okay, so this is going to be a quick review. So the movie is about a soldier's son, so Sarah, looking for Josh, vanishes at a U.S. consulate. She illegally remains on the premises to search for him, unknowingly tangled herself in a dangerous conspiracy. So basically, she took her child to the consulate, and then they was going to check in, go through the whole procedure, and then just disappear, right? And go on with life. But because it's been over 3 hours, she decides to take her son to the playroom, leave him there for like a few minutes. They finally got called, and then she went back to go get him. He was gone. She went to go. She needed to go find him, but then they were trying to say, "Oh, there was no one that never came with you." Showed her footage. I believe this type of stuff can happen to anybody. Like they were able to digitally remove him, not from the live feed, a copy of the feed, and show her footage. Like you never came here with anybody, and a lot of people was in on it. The person at the desk that they checked in at, the officer, everything. Like literally, this woman fought for dear life. She did everything. She even met with someone by the name of Arena, who was her dad's crime boss, who's currently dead. She's a hacker, very smart. But I think a lot of people are complaining about the choreography. The fight choreography is poor. I would have to agree with that. A lot of the scene, actually, I don't recall her fighting another female. Every single scene was her fighting men, but she kept doing this with her elbow, like a fake punch. But then I was like, maybe it's because she's adding more force and there's more to add with doing that, right? But then there was another scene where she started fighting the soldier and she punched him in the face, but that hurt her when she did that. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'm starting to believe like if this was a male instead of a female, these reviews wouldn't be like this. Like too much stupid choreographed fighting. Literally, these are reviews from Rotten Tomatoes, which is currently at a 41%, despite it being top 10 currently in the U.S. But also, there seems to be people who are literally watching the beginning, they get bored, and then just skip all the way to the end because it's not maintaining their attention. I'm not sure how many people are doing that in the U.S., but they said they watched this in Australia and put Australia in their comment. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people think it's like a girl boss type of movie. It does give that, especially with a lot of the fight scenes not being fully realistic. Like this comment says, pretty average. Action is unrealistic, which is common these days. Where the slip of a girl can take down a couple of trained assassins and evade 500 armed guards in a high security area with cameras everywhere. At least she wasn't wearing high heels. Oh my gosh. This is my first time reading this comment. What a smart ass. But it wasn't 500 guards, maybe like 50 to 100. But she did dodge a whole bunch of bullets, a whole bunch of trained militants, and every single bullet missed. I like the direction of where the movie was going. It was just the fighting was not fully realistic, but I think they already knew that. They knew like when they did this film what it was going to give. The actress did what she was supposed to do, and from the looks of it, it seems that they had to do a whole lot of reshoots with some of these action scenes as well to make it seem more realistic. Now, my personal comment would be is I know a whole bunch of people are thinking what pieced everything together was when she got access to a computer to look at her email. The black officer, they went to his office and they were able to go into his computer. It popped up. It was him flexing. They saw his Instagram pop up and, they made a comment saying, what was the comment? You make a lot for someone working this type of job. Oh, this looks very expensive. Something along the lines of like you make a lot of money for a job that doesn't pay that much, right? Quote unquote. And so then they had access to easily find the information. The document was named after her name. And I know some people are gonna be like, okay, that's very convenient. That's very unrealistic. Okay, don't take this the wrong way. I've met black men where this is considered like a huge flex. I remember I dated a doctor, and I had to be reminded numerous times I know everything, and I see all beyond the galaxy and universe because I have a doctor's degree. This is not the shade doctors. It's just it's a flex based on experience. I'm an attractive guy. I've been around, you know, dudes with certain positions. Some of them, I'm trying to tell you, like any other, you can ask other attractive men too. They will leave you in the house after just meeting you, everything logged in, like, or oh yes, I'm in charge of this pharmacy. I'm typing in this pin so they can drop off the medicine. Like these are flexes. I think a lot of men of color do that. I never knew what it was about. Like even when I tell people like the type of people I've dated, I don't know that they work at these locations. They're telling me this information. Like been with two dudes that worked at the Pentagon. I think they still work there. So it's like you know, these are flexes. This is realistic. This is a thing. But outside of that, I enjoyed the movie. The fighting scenes, nah. But I feel like if they would have added, you know, a couple more females, there would have been a couple more negatives. But it would have balanced out. Like, okay, she took down that female chick and one dude. If it was a dude and a female assassin or something. But to have highly trained men get taken down by somebody at 130 pounds, it's possible because nobody was complaining when it came to Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But if you haven't watched it already, you want to give it a try. Exterritorial is available on Netflix. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.